Nope. I think they're going to be late. What time did he say?
Yeah.
9:55.
They left. We're on the other side.
Huh? Yeah, we're on this side now.
What?
We're away. You're on the right side. You guys are on the
Why
right
is
side.
she moving? Tony's on the other side.
Oh, well, we're the away team.
That's weird. And then they just got a nose hair that's really hanging down in white. There you go. Thank you.
I don't know.
We'll just stay.
Yeah, their people are sitting on that side.
Yeah, it's not. That's so weird.
But we're in white, and we are the away team. No, we're in white, so we should be the home team. But the calendar says.
That's what I.
No, yeah, we are home.
We are.
Yep, sorry.
All right. We gotta.
I think technically we're on that side. We are the home team, but it's a little weird because this is their home rink.
Oh yeah.
So. Hey, Keegan. How you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Penny, nice to see you. Glad you guys could come out.
Yeah, thanks for reaching out. We're excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God, like where?
I know.
We're actually like close here.
Yeah,
Pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, we actually moved into an apartment in
Glendale.
Glendale.
yeah.
I don't know exactly where that is.
Yeah,
but-
it's like off the 25.
Okay. Oh, north of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Towards
yeah.
Denver. Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah.
Nice. Good. Well, you got here just in time. They're running a little late, so it's perfect. So, and I video. So, but Kristen's sitting over there, so you guys can hang out with them. So,
Well, maybe we'll
Yeah, yeah.
swap around. Yeah.
yeah. So, but yeah. So, this is their fourth game
Okay.
of the weekend. This is their last game. The first three games, all three of them tied in regulation, went to 3-on-3 5-minute overtime, went to shootouts, and they won in shootouts. And the same guy scored all three of the shootouts to win
Oh my God.
in the three games
Every
that they
single
played.
game they played?
Every game ended exactly that way. So they've won all three
Oh my God.
in dramatic fashion.
That's gotta be pretty exhausting.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So this team they play, this is their home rink. It's the only team from Colorado in this little group.
What team is it?
It's called Okanagan Hockey Colorado. It's like a organization that is mostly in Okanagan, Canada, which we played other Canadian teams in this tournament, but this is the only one from Colorado.
Oh, interesting.
I just learned they're ranked 33rd in the country, and we're like high 20s, so it's like a very even match.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, and these are all 15-year-olds. Like,
So is
Yeah.
Derek a freshman?
he's a freshman.
Freshman?
He's an old freshman.
That's what I thought.
That's-
Because my
yeah.
sister's a freshman too.
Yeah.
She's a young freshman.
Yeah. So he was born in 2010, in the summer of 2010. He gets his permit next week.
Oh no way. Is that exciting for you guys?
Yeah. I got to get over to. All right, good morning, everybody. Apologies for that. I realized my mic wasn't off. Welcome to this final game here of the tournament, where we will be playing Okanagan Hockey Academy Colorado team. This is their home ice for this game. So this is their home arena hosting the tournament here. Should be a good matchup between these two teams. Mainly we're just rooting for not going to overtime this time. And I will be broadcasting today. This is Matt. And my voice is a little bit better than the first two games, but you are going to have to deal with my raspy voice as I'm continuing to get over a little bit of something. But thank you so much to Tom Pafford for broadcasting yesterday. Gave my voice a little bit of a rest for today. But we will get started here. And Carmen Pafford in goal. Another reason why Tom will not be joining. So Carmen will be our netminder for the game. And we'll be getting underway in just a second here. Boys head straight from here back to the airport and head home. So not a big break before their flight. They'll be home early this evening. So that's good, but they're not ready to go home yet. They got one more thing to take care of before they get going. So to start us off, we've got Gino and Chica and Melina. We have Ty and we have Reese. And off we go. Reese is gonna dump it up to Gino, who takes it in, gets it deep over to Melina, back behind the net. Ty steps up. And Reese gets his stick on it, comes through. Gino. And that's going to come all the way out, waved off. And the Okanagan goalie will bring it up and chip it up. Now we have Carter coming into the zone, takes a hit. Molina gets it deep. Over for Chika, behind the net. Looking in front, Guzzo can't quite connect there. And Molina in the corner. Breakout for Colorado, but turned it over at the blue line there. Guzzo trying to center, misses. Now puck comes out of the zone. Guzzo shot wide of the net. Comes up McLeod, headed after it. Knocked back over Carter. Carter chips it up to Guzzo. Joe. And Carter bodies him and covered. And we'll get a new set of lines coming out here. Boom and Levy. Looks like Wyatt and Guzzo and McLeod. Levy behind the net. Gets it up, Barton. Barton chips it out. Goes back over. And gets deep again. Levy uses his body there. Wyatt now. Up against. Comes back around. Booman heads for it. Chips it up. Comes out. Karam's around, controlled by Colorado. Now center. Levy, Wyatt, and puck bounces out of the zone. Covered and comes back. Booman just gets the puck off. Levy chips it out, back to Colorado. And now Jakey's able to get it deep. Nice play there by Jakey to get that out. Get a change going here. Now Jakey tries to center it, nobody there. Tie now. Molina. And puck comes all the way down. Ty's going to handle it. He's got some pressure. Now Reese gets it over to Ty. Ty, nice hard pass up to Sawinski, who goes after it. Can't quite corral it. Ringstrom in there as well. Sawinski tries to come away with it. Comes up to the point to Carter. Carter back down. Sawinski loses his stick but grabs it again and battles through with the puck in front. Just past Woody there. It did sneak through the crease there. Sawinski cycles it back around to Woody behind the net. Also now cycles the other way. Ringstrom. Looks like Carter steps up. Going to go deep there. Woody. Now Reese shot. And Colorado got a stick on that, and puck goes into the net, into the goal, or into the other team's bench. And new set of lines. Gino, Molina, Chika, Joe, Carter. New forward lines. And puck comes out to Colorado. Joe defending. Cuts right on net, and Carmen's going to cover that. And puck stays in and comes out. So Colorado will have to tag up here. That gives Joe a chance to break out, and that's going to be an icing, went right past Chika. And it'll come back into the Coyotes' defensive zone. Shot. Up. And it looks like we're going to have a cross check on Colorado, which is going to give our Coyotes a power play here. And we'll bring it down into their zone for our first power play of the game. And we've got Carter and Joe and Nick Sawinski, Molina, and Chika on the ice for this power play. Carter knocks it back up to Joe. Joe over to Molina. Back to Joe. Back to Molina. Joe again gets it over to Carter. Over to Chika on the side, on the boards. He's going to cycle around, get it over to Joe. Now Molina, tip-tap, and nice save there by Joe to keep it in. And now back over to Carter. And that's going to get past Chika. They'll have to reset Joe. Back to Chika here. Chika's going to get some speed coming into the zone and gets knocked back out off of Joe and into the bench. Okay, we'll get to center ice, and we have a minute 21 left. And back Carter, Joe, back to Carter. Carter cross Molina, and that's going to get rejected here. And Carter's going to head for it, but he's got to have some pressure. And now it's going to go over to Colorado, who has a good shot. Carmen's going to get a nice save off the pad there. And looks like Carter's going to try to calm this down a little bit. Woody comes on. Sawinski comes off. Molina stays. Chika stays. And now Sawinski does stay on. But Woody comes on. And Ty. Here comes Ty. Gets it over to Woody. And puck comes out of the zone. 27 seconds left on this power play. Woody's going to cycle around. Definitely struggling here to get it into the zone, and it's going to knock around, and that's going to do it. So not a very productive power play there. Now Guzzo knocks it out behind. And comes all the way around to Ty. All right, well, we're shaky with some pressure. Shot goes wide. Powers gets a piece of that. Now Jakey comes up to the point. Now Ringstrom gonna have some try to get by, gets hit there. Now Ringstrom again. In front. Logan can't quite get a full piece of that. There is a tip there off of Boomin, and so puck is live here. And off the blocker. Nice stick there by Boomin. Puck comes up to the point. Covered by Pafford there. And 8:36 left. Gino chips it up. Molina to Chitka. Nice stick there by Colorado. Joe tried to chip it up there to Gino. Now Carter's going to take it and get some pressure on him, Colorado. And now Carter chip it up, and it's going to come all the way down, and that's going to be saved by the goalie here. And we do get a change coming out. Woody. Rims all the way around. Now Joe gets it up the boards. Boomin reverses direction. And puck comes out. Back in, comes off the goalie, off of Pafford. Now Sawinski reverses over to Joe, to Woody. And comes around. Puck comes off of Joe, but Colorado's got a look, and Carmen gets out with the pads. Woody now. He's going to knock it all the way back out. That'll give us a chance to change out. And Colorado's going to take it again. Stretch pass gets it deep. Colorado changes. Tie. Nice hit there by Reese. Battle behind the net. That's McLeod there trying to get, Guzzo pops out by McLeod to Guzzo. Cross ice over to Ty. Ty breaks out over to McLeod. Good look here. Trying to get Guzzo, shoots it, goes high, bounces it all the way around, and we're going to have a 2-on-1. Looks like Ty's going to make it back, and it comes off the pad into the netting. Nice recovery there by Reese and Ty. And a nice block off the blocker for Carmen. Now Joe and Wyatt falls at the ground on the boards. We do have a delayed penalty here, and this is going to be on Colorado. So Carmen takes it to the bench. We get another man on, and nice stretch pass. Tries to get up to Guzzo. That's going to be an offsides, and we will see what the penalty is. But it's going to be on Colorado, number 17. And it looks like it's a roughing penalty. So we will go on the power play once again. And let's see if we can make this one a little bit more productive than the last one. Carter, Joe, Sawinski, Molina, Chika on the ice. And Molina will take the face off. Up to Carter. Now to Chika. Cycling around. Chika looking for a lane. Get the shot. Does make it through, but wide of the net. Now Molina, Carter at the point. Over to Chika. In front. Good look there by Molina. Just couldn't get a clean shot. But nice pass by Chika. And up to the point, Joe, back down to Molina. Shot and just off the post. And they say no. Wait, we've got conflicting opinions here. The refs are one ref called it a goal, the other one called it off. It went off the post, and I think they're gonna say goal. They're conferring here. Our boys think they got a goal. So we'll see what the. Yeah, we had conflicting calls. One said goal, one said no. So they're discussing it. Our boys think we got it. So we'll see what happens here. See what the call is. It came off the crossbar. And they're still discussing finding a neutral location to have this discussion. It came right off the post. So, two different looks, one from the linesman, one coming up from the blue line, and so they might have seen it a little bit different. And of course, they're covering their mouths over there, trying to not let anyone see what they're saying. No goal. All right, so they call no goal here. Coach Larraza's like, hello, come and talk to me. Explain that one to me. They're talking to Gavin Chika over there and the whole line, power play line, getting an explanation, but coach is like, talk to me. And now the ref will go over and say what he saw or what they decided. But a good look for Coyotes. Unfortunate, it's kind of tough to see that. I wish we had replay like NHL, and then we would know for sure. But we don't. So we have a minute 25, I believe, or around there. Clock needs to be fixed here. But we should be right around a minute 25, 5:08 remaining. So they're working with the scorekeeper now to try to get the penalty time back on, but it should be right around 1:25 here. We'll see where it ends up. And still working on the clock here. Looks like we're keeping the same line out there. Austin Carter, Joe Zirnov, Gavin Chika, Dick Sawinski, Gavin Molina will be our line here. Quite a bit of delay here. Minute 46, which is generous to us, I would say. And we'll go from here. Molina in the middle, Sawinski battling, and puck comes out. Carter, Joe. Joe will quarterback it out here. Drops it back to Carter. Hits Chika in stride. Chika makes a move center ice, drops it back to Molina. Sawinski shot and saved by the goalie. Really nice move. Nick had a good look there, almost got it 5-hole. Okay, new set of lines here. McLeod on the faceoff. Woody. Gino. Ty. Guzzo. And puck comes up. Woody tips it over. Now Guzzo shot. Gonna get somebody get a piece of that. It's gonna go into the net there, and we'll do another faceoff. Minute 9 remaining on the power play. And tries to get it up past Ty. And there's going to be some space here. Woody's and rebound off Carmen. Ty's going to take it in stride here. 3-on-2 at the moment. Cross ice, tries to get it to Gino. Doesn't connect smoothly. And up to Guzzo Ty. Cross ice Woody, and they get a stick on that, and that gets knocked all the way down. And now Ty will take the puck, cross over to McLeod, who's going to have some pressure. He's going to get it over to Guzzo, and Guzzo gets it in, controlled by Colorado, and they're going to have some space here. And crosses through. Nice play there by Reese. Excuse me, that's Gino. Turned over and comes off of Pafford's stick. Now Woody in the corner. Ty's going to take that and gets it over to McLeod. McLeod, nice pass up to Ringstrom, who gets it. Glove saved by the goalie. Nice shot there, glove side, but nice save by the goalie. It was a good try to kind of sneak that by there. Back to even strength here. 3:18 remaining. Booman and Reese, Booman and Levy, Logan, Ringstrom, and Jakey on the ice at the moment. And puck will stay in. And nice job. And good try there by Jakey with a pass. And puck comes out. And puck's going to go deep. Booman knocks it all the way around to Jakey on the boards. He's going to try to break it out and stays inside the blue line. Jacob keeps it out. Now Logan up to Ringstrom. Ringstrom tries to bring it in, and Reese. And nice job there, crashing the net by both Logan and Ringstrom and the rest of the Coyotes team. And we'll change out here. Joe and Carter coming on. Chika, Molina, Sawinski on again as well. And Coyotes win the faceoff. Sawinski behind the net, tries to wrap it around, comes all the way through. Nice block by Carter to keep it in, and now it's going to come out to Colorado. And glove save, ground ball save there for Carmen. Gavin Molina on the faceoff. Comes out to Colorado. Puck comes out of the zone. And nice stick there by Carter. And that's going to go deep here, and Joe's going to head after it. Takes it up. Chika now. Bounces along the boards. Colorado keeps it. And in front, Colorado centered it right at Carter's feet, and now it's going to come back around. Carter controls behind, And Sawinski takes it deep, gets it deep into the zone. Now Chika. Molina in there. Molina keeps going after it. Chika now. And Molina's just swiped away. And that's going to come all the way down. Ty's going to head after it, and that's going to be an icing call. And we'll come all the way back down. New set of lines. So Ty looks like Reese and McLeod, Wyatt, Guzzo. Now McLeod coming at their feet, comes out to Colorado. And we're going to have a offsides penalty here. That puck will come right outside the blue line. And lines will stay the same. Now Wyatt knocks it up the boards. McLeod. And cutting all the way across. And that's going to be a goal for Colorado. Wrapping it all the way around and through the crease. And it had an open look. Carmen almost stopped it, but it just dribbled in. We couldn't save it on the far side. 1-0 Colorado. 58 seconds remaining in this first period. Jacob Booman, Ringstrom, Sawinski, Woody. And puck comes all the way around. Booman up to Ringstrom. Ringstrom cycles around. Now Booman will take it again. And nice chip there by Ringstrom, who gathers it and battles through. And Colorado comes back away with it. And now Jacob Booman to Ringstrom, back to Booman, cross ice, up and through. And they're going to call icing on that. And a little tip there. Carmen's able to get that one. And we'll do another face-off here. Joe, Carter, Gino, Chika, and Sawinski on the ice. And that gets chipped up all the way around. They're waving the icing off, and that will do it for the first period. Colorado 1, Coyotes 0 as we head into the second. And we are back here now for the second period. 1-0 Colorado over our Coyotes. Joe over to Gino to Ty, who gets it to Chika, who tries to get it deep, takes a hit, and it's going to go back Ty again. Comes off the post. Joe battling in there, somehow gets his stick on that puck, and Carter's going to knock it out, and that'll be an icing. Okay, Reese, Booman, McLeod, Guzzo, and Logan on the ice. 16:15 remaining. Booman gets a piece of that, gets it over to Guzzo, who knocks it over. Reese back over. Booman heads after it. Now, Logan, McLeod, and Guzzo with a nice play. Booman's going to knock it in deep. And McLeod with pressure. Guzzo. And stick there by Booman. Reese. And we're going to have a penalty here. And that looks like that's going to be on McLeod here. That's going to be another penalty. He's going to get ejected. Number 40, very illicit gesture there. Is going to eject him from the game. Don't want to see that, unfortunately, but yeah. So we'll let the refs work this one out, but far after the play, there was John going back and forth between both teams, and number 40 let off a very illicit gesture, let's just put it that way, very inappropriate. And so appropriately, he gets ejected from the game. So they'll work out here what's going to happen. It's clear that all right, refs are talking to Coach LaRaza to work things out. Now they're going to probably go over to the other coach to explain what's going on. Gestures are suggesting something favorable for the Coyotes. Let's just put it that way.
Can we chat with you?
All right, folks, we're back. So it looks to me there's 2 minutes on the clock for a power play for us, despite our penalty. McLeod is in the box. Oh, excuse me, a 5 minute penalty with this ejection. And McLeod is in the box. He looks pretty comfortable. He's got his gloves off. My guess is he might be in the box for a long time. Again, I'm not seeing what the penalties are exactly, but what I'm seeing is that we do have a 5 minute power play. So we'll be 5-on-4 for what appears like for 5 minutes here. So good opportunity here for the Coyotes. And so we have Joe, Ty, Sawinski, Molina, and Chika on the ice. And Molina in the corner. Now Sawinski back to Molina, gets it up to Joe at the point. Back over to Molina, to Joe, over to Ty. Ty to Joe. Again, Molina keeping it on the outside for the moment. Joe, back to Molina. In front, now Ty. Chika, back to Ty. And he's gonna whip it all the way over to Molina. And now comes back out of the zone here. Molina, Ty, Sawinski. And just sneaks out past the blue line, but we're gonna get a quick re-entry, and that's gonna be an offsides. Molina couldn't quite get back far enough. And that's Reese over to Woody, who gets it back to Wyatt. Excuse me, that's Gino. Guzzo now. Reese will drop it over to Woody. Woody over to Guzzo. Who's gonna regain control here, Guzzo. And he gets it up into Gino's feet, and that's going to come right up, and just to play it safe, Paffer's going to cover that. And Ty, 5-on-3 here. Molina up to Joe, back to Molina. Shot blocked. Cross ice just past Chika. Up to Ty. Joe, shot off the blocker. In front. And Chika now up to Ty at the point. Over to Chika. In front, shot, nope. Sawinski couldn't get it off. Molina He's got a look. Shot comes up off the blocker, maybe the shoulder for Ty. Now back to Chika. Chika looking, cycling, takes a shot and saved by the goalie. Okay, we got a minute 11 left on the second minor penalty, tripping penalty, and then we will have about another minute 10 of 5-on-4. So 5-on-3 for another minute 10, and then 5-on-4 for another minute 10, approximately. Puck comes up, and that's a hand pass on Molina. Guzzo. To Chika. Chika now tries to enter in. Sawinski. He's going to get it back up to Joe. Joe, Guzzo. Guzzo to Molina. Now Guzzo again. Cross ice. Shot. Goal! Nice shot there by Gavin Chitka. Top corner. Beautiful looking shot. And that will clear one penalty. But Coyotes have a good look and make Colorado pay there. And score tied, 1-1. And we still have about a minute 51 remaining on the power play here for that 5-minute major. And Guzzo with the faceoff goes to Colorado. And Colorado's going to dump it all the way deep. Still power play, so that's not going to be an icing. And so back over to Ty in the corner. Ty's going to quarterback this out and loop it back around. Gain some speed, knocks it back to Woody. Woody cross ice to Guzzo, just in his reach, and he's going to gain the zone here. Guzzo, cross just out of the outside. They'll reset and try this again. Minute 15 remaining. McLeod into the zone. Guzzo, just good look there. Guzzo trying to get it back to McLeod, and a good block there by Colorado. And we got Gino, good play there. Could have been a little bit of a hook there, but they're going to clear that out. Sawinski comes on. McLeod, Ty, Sawinski and Chika. Chika with some speed gets it through, and that's going to be covered by Colorado. Colorado's got some really good looking defensemen that are good with the stick here. So Reese just outside the reach of Ty and takes a carom and goes to Colorado. Very fortunate bounce for Colorado. Sawinski and Molina quell that. Stays in the zone. Just 5 seconds left, so that'll wrap up the power play. Back to even strength now. And that's going to be too many men that quickly. They're going to go back on the power play. Super unfortunate. Puck came right to them right as they were jumping from the bench over, from the box over to the bench. And they're going to call too many men here. All right, folks. Well, we're back on the power play here for another 2 minutes after that call. Pretty unfortunate for Colorado, just the timing of that, but that is the way things work. You got to be careful. And up to the point, Joe, cross ice Chicka, McLeod to Joe. Joe over to Chicka. Back to Joe at the point. Now McLeod. Now Molina, and that's going to come up. McLeod to Sawinski's shot. Comes off the pads there. Chicka trying to make space there. Good. Gets it to Joe. Joe up to McLeod. Shot. Blocked. And that's going to come out. And Joe. Along the boards, Molina, Guzzo comes back to McLeod. McLeod is going to get it deep. Molina heads after it. And that's going to whip all the way around, but Guzzo keeps it in. And Molina's going to slow it down here. We can set up Joe to Guzzo. In front, McLeod shot. Comes up, really nice looking shot there. And that's going to go off the goalie, who's in a good position there to make that stop. Ty, Guzzo, up to Ty, down to Woody. Now Woody's going to get it back up to Ty here. Cross ice. Oh, had a good look there. Nice pass there by Reese. Woody just couldn't quite get it on his stick, but he had a look. Now over to Ty. And that's going to come tipped off. Reese is going to keep that in. Now Guzzo turns quickly, and he's going to get that over to Ty, just out of his reach, but he gets it down to Woody. Woody can't quite handle it there. It's going to get through up to the point to Reese here. 6 seconds left, and it's going to stay in the zone. Colorado back to full strength. Now Ty, hard angled shot there, off the post. And that's going to go into the netting. And score remains 1-1. Back to full strength, 8:23 remaining in this one. Levy gets it up the boards. Now back Jakey, Levy. And it's going to go all the way around. Booman's going to head after it. Ringstrom cycles. He's got Logan there. Logan heads into the zone. Levy misses, whiffs on a shot, and comes back out. Ringstrom, Booman gets it up. Jakey tries to get it deep, can't quite get it deep, goes back to Colorado. And we have a whistle here. And a roughing call. Again on Colorado. So most certainly our Coyotes are getting their opportunities today with the roughing call here. Okay, Sawinski, Chicka. That's just going to bounce past Joe there. Ty will come back for it. And chipped up and around. Nick heads after it. Now Chika, he's going to get it up to Joe at the point. Back down, cross ice, over to Ty. That's going to get a stick on it. And back up to Joe. Joe cross ice over to Ty. In front, blocked by Nick. There, puck stays in, and it's going to come all the way back out. Nice clear there by Colorado. And Joe's going to head after it. They got some pressure. And knocked back. Ty up to Chika, who loses it. And now he's going to have a look. That's going to go high. Now Ty, shot and save by Carmen. 48 seconds left on the power play, and we'll get a new set of lines here. Guzzo, Reese, Chino, McLeod, and Woody on the ice for the face-off in our zone. And Woody wins a face-off, goes to Reese, who reverses it over to McLeod. McLeod cross ice, hits Woody, but that's controlled back. Guzzo now over to McLeod. Reese, we got 3 men back behind the line there, and they're off. McLeod gains his zone. Woody, Gino, excuse me. Now McLeod comes up, Gino controls it, gets it up to Reese. Now Woody, shot, ooh, beautiful shot there by Woody, glove save, nice glove save by the goalie. And 5 seconds remaining, 5:52. All right, Levy comes on, Reese comes on. McLeod, Gino, Guzzo stay on the ice. And just about every single face-off, they're kicking McLeod out. Awkward bounce there. And, Levy takes a hit, comes back, Levy, and that's going to go right through the crease. Now back around. Now gets it up to Gino. Gino takes a hit, gets it into the zone. Nice job by Reese. Keep that puck in. What a play by Reese there, right at the blue line to keep that in. And now we'll get a new line in. Wyatt, Ringstrom, Booman, Logan. Jacob will stay on. 5:15 remaining, even strength. This game has been mostly power plays for the Coyotes, almost exclusively. Even our penalty was negated. Our one penalty by McLeod was negated by an unsportsmanlike. And Levy blocked. And that's going to get chipped out. Nice job by Levy to catch that. Now Ringstrom. And blocked by Booman. And glove save there by, right in the breadbasket there by Carmen. And Booman comes off. Looks like he was injured a bit. Okay, here. Looks like he might be all right. Just comes limping off a little bit. Woody, Ringstrom, Joe, Sawinski, Ty. Face off one, Ringstrom brings it out. He's going to have a look. Nice play by that defenseman. Up to Ty. And nice job by Joe to break that up. Oh, dribbles in front. And, oh, just caroms to the side. That was a loose puck right in the crease. Ty is going to get it out of the zone. That comes back in. That's going to be offsides. It did come just outside the zone there, so we have an offsides. And that'll give our boys a chance to catch their breath just briefly, get a new set of lines. Gino, Chica, Molina, Reese, and Joe on the ice. Puck comes all the way around, Reese. And that's going to be another tripping call on Colorado. And he's still on the ground. Here comes Pafford off. We get a 6-man on. And Reese is going to just play keep away to try to organize this a little bit more. And that'll do it. Okay, well, 3:54, another tripping. Their ref is, their coach is looking really frustrated out there, which I can understand. And Coyotes going another power play. And Coyotes win the face-off. Chica knocks it over to Joe, who gets it low to Nick. In front, oh man, that was an open look there for McLeod. Couldn't quite get that one-timer off. But that tends to be what's been open, and that'll be an ice now on Coyotes. On all of our power plays, that is the shot that has been open most often. So we have a face-off down in our zone. Sawinski. Face-off one, still battling there. And Nick's gonna get control. So now Joe will get it up to Guzzo. Guzzo to McLeod, who gets it deep. Sawinski headed after it. Now we have Chica back to Sawinski. Up to the point, Joe. Now Chica. In front, McLeod. Up to Guzzo. Guzzo tipped in front, through, and goal! Another goal for Gavin Chitka. Nice rebound there, backside, and we get another goal on a power play. Guzzo with the assist. And after many power plays, we cash in again. And we'll have 2:49 left in this second period. Coyotes up 2-1. Blumen defending. Nice. Oh, that's going to be a penalty on Woody. Roughing call on Woody behind the net, and so now we'll go on the penalty kill. Not a familiar spot for us so far today. Ty will come on. Molina. Sawinski and Reese to start off this penalty kill. So this is the first time we've been down. And puck comes out, and Reese gets it out, and puck stays in. Molina back over Reese. Tries to get it out, and that's going to get sent out and cleared. Sawinski with pressure. He's going to get the puck. Nobody there. We're changing at the time. Molina, and they'll reset. Ty stays out. Reese stays out. Chitka, Guzzo on the ice. And here comes Guzzo. He's going to try to have numbers. He gets a nice pass up to Chitka, who gets a shot and just misses to the left. Just outside. Really nice look. Just missed there. And another steal there by Guzzo, who gets it over to Chitka, who's got to look. And now wide right. And a couple good shorthanded looks there. Now our guys are back in position. Reese comes wrapped all the way around. McLeod's on the ice now. Reese and Ty stay, and that's going to be chipped up. In front, and that's now going to get cleared. 25 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. 45 remaining in the second period here. See if our boys can hold on here. Joe. Now McLeod. Joe. And puck comes out. They'll reset. We're back to even strength here. Joe with a chip here. Puck goes wide around Ringstrom. And now Booman. Booman tries to get it up. He does. The Ringstrom puck stays in. Now comes back around. Now Joe is going to clear that out, and that'll be the end of the second period. 2-1 Coyotes on lots of penalties, a lot of penalty minutes. We'll have an ice clean here and be back in about 12 minutes or so. All right, folks, welcome back for the third and final period of this matchup. This is our final period of this very extended tournament here because we've gone to shootouts in all three games. And, you know, that's still a possibility in this one here. So, final third period. Honestly, it's going to be a tight time to the airport if we go into shootouts here for our boys with all the penalties that have happened. This game's been extended a bit. So let's see if our boys can take care of this in regulation here today. And nice job by Gino. Doesn't see the puck, but made a great play, Chika. And Gino, Joe, and puck is covered. Joe, tied up behind the net. And now McLeod, puck comes to Colorado. Now Guzzo. Guzzo's gonna dump it up the boards. Wyatt's gonna beat everyone out to it. Loops back around. Guzzo cleans it up, back behind the net. Now he takes a hit. And Guzzo and Wyatt, and comes to Colorado. And puck comes out all the way, and that's gonna be an icing on Colorado and come back down into the Colorado defensive zone for a face-off. And rings around, Boomin keeps it in, now it comes out. And that's going to get knocked out, Reese. Over to Boomin. Boomin. To Logan. Now Boomin again to Logan, who crosses it in front to the point, Colorado. Now we're going to take it on Jakey. And big hit there. But there's going to be space here. Boomin. And goal. Goal for Colorado, tied 2-2. And that puck's going to go into the bench there. Now Jacob, save, and they're gonna whistle that down. Colorado guy, oh, we got a penalty here on the Coyotes, a tripping on Jacob. And that's gonna result in a power play for a penalty kill for the Coyotes. Okay, well, not a fantastic start here for the Coyotes here in the third period. Let's see if they can recover, get some momentum on a penalty kill here. Maybe get a shorty. Chika. Clears it. Nice job by Chika. Who's going to try to outbeat him. Here he comes. Oh, that's going to be it. And no call on the interference there. That really looked like an interference to me, holding up his stick. Makes a move all the way around. And that's going to get knocked out. Chika Molina come off. McLeod Guzzo come on. Joe and Reese will stay. And they dump it deep there. Joe is going to handle it. Doesn't get a clean hit on that stick. And Guzzo at the point here. McLeod. And that had a little bit of a look. Nice play there by Carmen. McLeod back around. And nice clear there by Reese. And we'll get a new set. Boomin and Ty come out. Sawinski. Carter. Gino. Tip and save. And nice job by Ty to get it out. 25 seconds left. And that'll do it for the power play, for the penalty kill, back to even strength for the Coyotes. And puck goes all the way down, and that'll be an icing. All right. Logan will take the face off here. And shot, Woody. And right in the bread basket for the goalie here. We'll do this face off again. Ty, Boomin, Woody, Jakey. Shot off the blocker. Nice shot by Ty. Good position. And puck's going to come out of the zone all the way deep. Boomin headed after it, and that'll be an icing. And nice play by Ty there. Oh, we're going to get another penalty here on Ty this time for a cross check. And so at 12:33 remaining, Coach Larraza not happy about that call. We'll go on the penalty kill again. And nice block there by Joe. Really nice block. Back to the point for Colorado. Did have a look there. Reese was in good position though to close that down. in front. Oh, he had a look there. Puck stays in the zone. Colorado. And blocked. Now Molina tries to whip it around and does. Clears it out. And we got Logan and Reese on the ice. And Guzzo and McLeod. And nice block there by Carmen. Comes around. Our boys find their positions. And at the point. And covered there by Carmen. 45 remaining in this power play, penalty kill. Booman, McLeod, Jacob, and Guzzo on the ice. And almost a glove save, but that's going to be cleared. 33 seconds left. And another save by Carmen. $17 remaining. We'll get Reese back on the ice. Joe. And Reese is going to dump that out, and that'll probably do it for this penalty kill. Nick, as always, trying to be the first man down to the puck. Always count on Nick to hustle. And that's going to go wide of the net, back behind. And Nick's, again, going to cover it here. And loop it up Woody. Now Reese. And he tries to sneak it through. And that's going to go off of the helmet and get cleared. Now Jakey comes out, Booman, knocks it deep, and that's going to be tagged up for offsides. Good hit there by Levy, who knocks it deep. There's going to be a penalty here. This is a delayed penalty on the Coyotes, and that's going to get knocked out into the stands here. And we'll have another penalty kill. Now the roles have reversed, and now we seem to be getting all the penalties. And we'll have another kill here. Again, La Raza not happy with this one. That did seem like a little bit of a ticky-tack kind of penalty on Levy. All right, we got Joe putting some pressure on our guys. And then that'll get cleared by Reese. And if you've noticed, I haven't been calling Carter's name very often. Austin seems to have an injury or something. He's not out on the bench. So nice stick there by Joe. And Reese up to the point. Our boys are back in position. Oh! Wow. What a shot. What a shot. What a beautiful shot. Not a lot that can be done there. That was just a gorgeous looking shot there by the Colorado player, and they go up 3-2. Boomin. Now Chica. And that's going to reel all the way around. Boomin. Now Ty. And that's going to come all the way out. And that'll be an ice. And Jacob, Joe, McLeod, Wyatt, Guzzo. McLeod on the face-off. Joe, up to Wyatt. Now Guzzo. Wyatt, cross over to McLeod. Back to Jacob. Can't quite get the... And he will get it deep. Now Wyatt. Now Levy. Wyatt with pressure. Gets it over for Colorado. Enter the zone. Joe defending off the blocker. Now Wyatt picks it up, looking. And Sawinski's going to dump it and go after it. Got some pressure, just pass. That's going to go all the way down and be an ice. .7:02 remaining. Coyotes trailing 3-2. Reese, oh, blocked. And comes out of the zone. Coyotes retreating. Tie. And that's going to, Carmen dives out to cover the puck. And Reese not happy there. Refs are able to break that up before too much of a penalty. It looks like no penalty, which is good. And off we go. Ty. Nice block there by Gino. Up into the net. All right, we got Molina on the face-off here. Boomin on the ice. Joe, Chino, and Chica. Gino with the puck, up the boards, gets it up. Chica heads after, makes a strong move. Gets dumped into Molina. Just can't quite handle it. And puck is going to go around. Boomin behind the net. Still battling. Molina in there with him. And Molina comes away with it. Gets it up. Chica. Chica out to Gino. Gino's going to knock it. Just tap it. And that's going to be an ice on Colorado. And we'll head back down into the offensive zone for the junior Coyotes. McLeod, Logan, Jakey, Reese, and Levy on the ice. And comes up just outside the blue line. Jacob controls, gets it over to Logan, who's going to get it stolen back away, turned over at the blue line. Nice save there by Reese. Now Logan, Jakey, and that's going to be a hard hit, and that's going to be delayed penalty for the Coyotes, and we'll be back on the penalty kill. Roughing call for Jakey. He's not happy about that. Complete reversal here in this third period. Colorado taking all the penalties in the first two periods. This one, Coyotes taking all the penalties. So we're back on the penalty kill for the Coyotes. We're going to have Reese on the ice and Guzzo, Joe, and Nick Sawinski will take the face-off here. And Reese will clear that immediately. And of course, Nick with pressure right there. Gonna steal that away. Gonna be all by himself. And he's gonna take a hit there. Guzzo gets sucked up. He's able to recover, bring it back, and we got an offsides penalty here. Like I said, always count on Nick to be right there on that puck. Always there causing something to happen. In our second game, I recall he did that, and that really was a big part of how we pulled that into overtime there. Now Reese gonna clear that, dump that all the way down, and it just dies right behind the net in the trapezoid. And that's going to go up and over the net for Colorado. Minute remaining in this penalty kill. Now Joe drops down below the net and over to Sawinski. Joe, and that's going to loop all the way back around. Reese on the boards here. And nice job by Guzzo to clear that. Minute 41, we'll get a whole new set of lines. Boomin, Ty, Chica, and Molina. Boomin. And puck comes out again. 17 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. And offsides. 8 seconds remaining. And that'll do it. Coyotes back to full strength. Ty in the corner. And puck up. They're going to say that came out of the zone. Call that offsides. .246 left. Coyotes down by 1. They need to make something happen here to get a goal. Reese. Nice hard hit there by Reese. Puck still stays with Colorado. And caroms around. Comes off Carmen. And Colorado goes up 4-2 on a tough penalty, tough call there. All right, well, we're 2:14 remaining, down by 2 here. Ty, Joe. Joe whips it around. Nice job by Ty there to tie that guy up. Oh, dangerous play off of Joe's skate. Gets up into the netting. Minute 51 remaining. All right, new set of lines here. Ty, Joe, Gino, Guzzo, and Logan on the ice. Now Gino. Guzzo. And that's going to come back around Ty. Joe's going to field it. He gets it up and out, back over to Colorado. Nice job by Guzzo. And Reese again in the corner there. Woody goes to help out. He's going to battle around. Ooh. And saved by the goalie. Carmen with the save. 46 seconds remaining. Jakey. Now Woody in the corner, 30 seconds. Whips it all the way around. Jakey heads after it. Goes it right in front. Just missed there. Not a good pass there in front. And now puck comes around, and that'll do it, folks. Coyotes fall here today, 4-2, just not enough offense in our third period. Thanks, everybody.